Look, I'm just gonna say it, I'm confused. This is a 9-inch tablet that runs the latest version of Android. It has a colorful and sharp display and excellent battery life. But it only cost me $100. That is really cheap for a tablet this nice. I can't believe I've never heard of this thing before. You see, I've been on a journey to find the perfect accessory display for my desk for a year now. I've been testing obscure and experimental monitors to try to find the perfect small screen to place on my desk, and somehow this budget Android tablet has the potential to be the best option. And it's been here the whole time? Are Android tablets really that underrated? It's time to put this tablet to the test and see how it performs in my desk setup. Welcome back to Work from Hype. So what exactly are we looking at? Well, this tablet is the Lenovo Tab M9, and as the name suggests, this is a 9-inch tablet, and I think 9 inches is a sweet spot for using your tablet in a desk setup. It's big enough that you can easily read your email or check a calendar, but not so massive that it takes over your desk like a full-size tablet would. And it's made by Lenovo, which means this tablet runs a stock version of Android. This isn't some cheap Amazon Fire tablet stuffed with advertisements. On the M9, you're getting a pure Android experience similar to what you'd have on a much more expensive Pixel tablet from Google. Now, I could tell you all of the other specs like the processor and the memory, but the specs really don't matter without context. So here's how I use the M9 in my desk setup. The main way I use the M9 is as an accessory display, or a secondary, smaller screen that handles simple tasks like controlling music, checking a calendar, or taking notes. If you have a desk setup like mine with a single large monitor, an accessory display can be a great option if you don't have the space to add additional monitors on the left or right of your main screen. And I've tested plenty of small monitors that connect to my computer over HDMI, but the M9 is not that. It's a completely standalone Android tablet. So how does this work as an accessory display? Well, to borrow a buzzword from a decade ago, the answer is the cloud. Basically, all the software I use on my PC has an Android app, and everything syncs instantly. So I can be listening to Spotify through my computer speakers, but control the playlist using the Spotify app on the Android tablet. Or, if I have a quick idea for a YouTube video, I can create a note in Google Keep on the tablet and then review it later on my PC because Google Keep is a cloud-based tool. This was the most surprising aspect of testing the M9 in my desk setup. I thought I needed to connect my secondary display to my PC directly, but that was wrong. These days, so much of our software is connected via the internet that Android apps are just easier to use, and they sync with my PC instantly. Plus, there's no more HDMI cable running across my desk. That said, on rare occasions, I will use the tablet as a traditional monitor. By using an app called Super Display, the M9 becomes a wireless monitor for my PC. Now, I don't use this daily, but I do like it for specific situations, like when I'm editing a video. YouTube tells me that a lot of people watch Work from Hype videos on their phone, so I'll preview my edits on the tablet to get a better idea of what my videos will look like on phones. And there's very little latency. Super Display does a great job of allowing the tablet to become a traditional second monitor for my PC. This tablet has been a great addition to my desk setup, but when it comes to making YouTube videos like this, it can be difficult to capture how I use these devices at my desk. There's tripods, lights, and cameras, and it can be a lot to handle. That's why I'm excited about the sponsor of today's video, Insta360 and the excellent Link Webcam. The Insta360 Link connects to your PC like a traditional webcam, but the similarities end there. The Link has a 1/2-inch sensor capable of shooting 4K video, which means I can actually use this webcam to film my desk setup videos. The Link can also cover for me when I make a mistake thanks to AI tracking. If I walk out of frame, the camera arm actually moves and follows me around my office, which is useful when you're a solo video producer. The Link also has gesture controls, so I can make a shape with my hand and the camera automatically switches scenes. I can even set the Link to shoot in portrait mode, which is great for shooting quick YouTube shorts or TikTok videos. Making the Link even better for solo creators like me is the newly added remote control feature. Now you can control the webcam from your phone, which allows me to set up these creative shots away from my desk. And of course, my personal favorite feature of the Link webcam is desk view mode, which allows you to capture top-down video of your desk instantly. It's great for content creators like me because I no longer need to set up a camera and a tripod arm, just one click and the Link is ready to go for top-down content. The Insta360 Link is the most powerful webcam I've personally tested, and yes, if you haven't already noticed, I used the link to capture much of this video, and I'm very happy with the results. So thank you to Insta360 for sponsoring today's video. Now you know the basics of how I use the M9, but a key advantage of using an Android tablet over a standard monitor is that Android has thousands of widgets that you can use to customize your home screens. On my phone, I'm not a big widget guy, but on the tablet on my desk, widgets are perfect for getting updates at a glance. I've set up the M9 with a few different home screens depending on what I'm doing at my desk. For example, I have a screen for productivity, which includes all of my basic calendar, clock, and notes widgets. But if I'm just relaxing at my desk in the evening, I have a home screen dedicated to music and media control. It's super convenient to have all of these controls right here at my desk, and it's possible because this is an Android tablet with a huge library of widgets to choose from. So the M9 is certainly impressive for the price. But not everything on this tablet is perfect, so let's discuss some of the downsides. First, a quick note about the screen. Overall, I think the screen is actually really solid, but the brightness is underwhelming. I find myself having to crank the brightness up pretty often, and even when the brightness is maxed out, the display is never crazy bright. Next, we need to talk about performance. Look, this is a budget tablet by design, and so the M9 doesn't have the latest smartphone processor that you'd get in a Samsung Galaxy or iPhone. I'll put the technical specs on screen for those who are really interested, but all you really need to know is that this tablet isn't the best option for playing high-resolution games, and it's not going to handle things like 4K video editing or high-res photo editing very well. All that said, for the price, I am very satisfied with the performance on the M9. And for my use case as a desktop accessory display, the performance is great. Apps open up very quickly, and the UI is always responsive. Just be aware of this device's limitations if you plan to use it for something more intensive than the everyday apps that I use. Like I said at the beginning of this video, when I purchased this tablet, I was confused. But now I think I'm starting to understand. As smartphones and tablets become more and more affordable, we are reaching a point where budget tablets like the Lenovo M9 can actually be really useful. Once upon a time, budget tablets were for children. They were slow, there was a ton of lag, or in Amazon's case, they were filled with advertisements to offset the cost. But that's not the case anymore. Prices for smartphone processors and displays have fallen so much that for right around $100 you can add a rock-solid Android tablet to your desk setup, or to your travel setup, or to whatever you could use a small tablet for. At the time of recording this video, it looks like the M9 is hovering right around $120, and some places have it cheaper and others have it for a bit more. So here's my takeaway. I have an iPad Pro, and it will continue to be what I take with me when I travel. It's super powerful, and it can handle anything I throw at it. But in my home office, the Lenovo M9 is the perfect secondary display for my desk setup. I think in 2023, Android tablets, especially cheaper Android tablets, are underrated. In my search for the perfect secondary display, I spent so much time looking for the latest in monitors and display technology that I overlooked a very simple but effective solution. It's not super powerful, and the screen is not the best in the world, but it gets the job done, and I find myself reaching for it more often than I thought I would. Thank you so much for watching Work From Hype. If you're curious why the tablet was sitting on this strange shelf for much of the video, that would be my gadget rack system. I made a whole video about it, and you should check it out if you haven't seen it. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.